Yeah? Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's time for Twilight Princess HD and the normal by extension here on
The ZZZ. Where's our thing? Michael telling us. ZZZ. You know, Zelda, she drives Zambonis all the way
on the Z-way.
The Z-way.
Z-way.
Not the highway, Z-way.
I'm Super MC Gamer.
And I'm Kampy DK.
We're your hosts.
We're your hosts of this program for a definitive list. 2019 now.
Yeah.
Remember. We're judging all the games on 9 different categories out of 10. And totaling all up, we have different ways of adding points or subtracting points as well from each other. Final count on gold Triforce pieces. I have 4 left.
I have 5.
5. But I have 4 heart pieces to nullify. And you have 3. So I feel like I'm going to be spending some today. Alright, cool. So we're doing the HD version of Twilight Princess. Let's look at this box art for the Wii U. Holy cow, this has got a lot going on.
It really does.
It's got so much. It's crazy to tackle this. I love Midna and Zelda in the back immediately.
Oh, that, I mean, yeah, I'll spoil a little bit about who the Twilight Princess is.
But
you don't really know who that form of Midna is yet.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like the...
You got Ganon.
Yeah, Zant is up there.
You got Zant up there. You got so much going on here, and it's very just...
The Hero.
You got Hero. You got Bowl Cut from the 1720s. So it's very good. Amiibo.
Amiibo.
This is the first Zelda game that used Amiibo.
Amiibo.
And this is the first HD game we'll be going over.
Yes.
So this is very cool. Become a legend in HD. Boy, am I excited.
Lots of screenshots.
Wow. A lot of screenshots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That is a record.
10.
Wait, is that another 11?
11 inside the gamepad.
Wow.
Journey across Hyrule with the Wii U gamepad controller.
Oh, boy.
They're selling us real hard on this one.
Remember when the back of the box would tell us the story? And,
yeah.
And that's when I'm just like, you got the gamepad.
It's like, okay, so play as the legendary hero Link TM. And explore a vast, dangerous world. Only you can protect Hyrule from the shadow that is slowly creeping across the land. And then it goes into a bunch of other stuff. There's something really cool that it does tell you on the back. Enter a new Cave of Shadows using the Wolf Link amiibo figure.
I don't want to talk about Cave of Shadows.
Don't want to talk about that. But this game has 2 ways of playing, which is really cool. The gamepad and the Pro Controller.
Right.
The Wii Pro Controller. So though this is not my favorite art, it's very, very good. I very much like it. I think the darks, I think the greens kind of look like a little funky to me. I do prefer the SD version for the GameCube.
Yeah,
that is the best artwork, in my opinion, ever for Zelda box art. And it's really cool because you actually can see the original box art right in the little picture on the spine. So it's on there. Just not big. What a travesty. Oh, what a travesty! Very good art, very good artwork. It explains a lot, and it does also show Ganondorf on here, which is kind of a big spoiler for a lot of people who play with this game. Not as good as the other one. Very good. 7.
I feel like this is a big ol' 8.
Okay, so story.
All right, 10
already. It has everything. It has everything. It's such a good story. 100% from the second you start the game. I was in love with the game.
There's really great characters, both good and bad. The villain arc
development is so good on both sides. Oh, the enemies, just everyone is so good. Minna's incredible. Like it's just so good, and it hits all the 3 things that you like. Master Sword. Ganondorf.
And where's the Triforce?
Triforce.
There is not a Triforce. Don't try to argue that there's a Triforce in this game.
There's Hyrule.
Okay, there's no Triforce. Zelda does a little bit of maybe passing on the Triforce to Midna. She or at least she has some healing magic to heal her in Midna's desperate hour. You have Ganondorf go at the end. Does Link ever notice it?
I don't know.
Oh, no, he does.
He does, okay.
At the very beginning of the game, that's what makes him Wolf one. That's a good point. Oh, man.
So it's like, everything about it is just incredible, and including the whole end. Like, just everything.
I love the ending.
It's so good. The fights and everything. Like, you get to fight Zelda, then you fight Beast form, and then you're on horseback, and you're like, holy cow, this is incredible. You are going across Hyrule, fighting evil. You are literally traveling across Hyrule, chasing him down to defeat him.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
Now, story, I'm not wild about a lot of the side characters. I feel like the main characters are the star, the side characters, all of them fall flat. I can't think of us. Prince Rawless. My poor soul.
I love this game. This is by far my favorite Zelda game, just because it does so much. Zant is one of the best villains we've ever seen.
For more information, please see my video.
Because like Zant just does an incredible job, and so childish, which is so good of a character development. Like, it's so good. Okay, thank God, because I was about to use a hard piece.
I was like, I know if I went as low as a 7, I think was where your heart piece would come in.
Yeah. World, I really like the world.
I don't.
You don't?
I think the Twilight Realm is lazy and boring. I feel like the segmented Hyrule is bland. I feel like Zora's Domain. I think the snow region has nothing except for getting to the snowboarding section. That's cool.
Yeah. I think it's good. I think it starts like an average, and I don't think it goes anything above an average, like a 5, because it is large. I love going to Hyrule. I love like just going into town and everything like that.
Castletown's good.
Castletown's very good. Like even like the starting area for it is just gorgeous. I just love everything just at the beginning, and then like once you're freed after like your tutorial section and everything, like after the first dungeon. That's where it just gets like really too open, and it has the Ocarina of Time issue. There's being very big with not a lot of stuff going on.
And I think it's where I felt like Ocarina of Time had really good areas outside that really boring field. Mm-hmm. This one had a really boring outside a really boring field.
That makes sense.
Honestly, man, I didn't know I was so critical of Twilight Princess of the World until now.
No, it's like I thought it's good. It's just.
I love the Palace of Twilight area, but that falls into dungeons.
Yeah. No. 6. You're gonna go 4.
I'm going 3.
Holy cow.
I'm not inspired by that Hyrule. I'm really not. Wow. I didn't know I was this critical of it.
I like the Hyrule. I like everything about the world. I like how meek and just dark it is. Like, I love how just Zelda as a whole just crumbles, and then you can just see everything else around her.
The Bridge of Eldin is a good spot.
Yeah.
I might put up to a 4 before we move on.
Yeah, you can't adjust your score until once we move on.
I'm going to go to a 4, and this is for Bridge of Eldin, my friends. And Hidden Village, a little side. Where hello. Alright, yeah, 4.
First time playthrough. This was the first major console Zelda game I played.
The first major console game you played?
Yes. So I bought... first Zelda game I beat was Phantom Hourglass. This was the first one I beat. And then I played a couple other ones. And then this was the first console one I bought. I actually bought the GameCube version for the Wii, because everyone just play that one. And boy, did I have a very good time playing through the first time. There is a lot of hard parts that you do get stuck on in the game.
And very similar to Skyward Sword issue presents itself, where the first time you do have a long bit to get into that first dungeon. This one's close to an hour and a half rather than Skyward Sword's 2 hours.
But it's very long. For me, it taught me a lot about like how the games are going to be moving and how like the pacing is going to be.
Yeah.
The story really just kind of like kept me very involved. If the story wasn't there, this game would have just been an average game at best. Like for me, it does not really do anything. You do get stuck very, very easily, especially any of like the small, like the required side quests that you have to do.
the entire preparing for City in the Sky with the sky columns and getting using the Dominion Rod, like reviving the Dominion Rod. Yeah. That's what it is. That section blows.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of bad things the first time, but like the first time only, like playing through that game, I was so just wanting to play through because of the story, because I just was so eager just to see what was
love getting into dungeons. Once you, I enjoyed getting into Lake Bed. I enjoyed Arbiter's Ground. Was like getting into that area was really. I don't want to stray too much into the meat, but yeah, no.
Like just once you got to a dungeon, you're like, I want to get through this. I want to do this. I want to see what's going on.
And the story did fill it out and pad it well.
Yeah. So, man. First time, it's not a Zelda game. Like, I can't, I know they fixed a lot of some stuff in the HD remake. I haven't played the HD remake. I actually play a lot of just only the SD version, the GameCube version. But I know they did fix some
made the light bugs section.
Light bugs a lot easier and things like that. Man, crap. I hate myself.
I got an 8 for you.
The reason why I'm giving it a 4 is because there was 2 ways originally of playing it, and the one other way was awful. The Wii version. So a lot of people's first time experience.
I'm using a piece of heart.
Really?
I'm putting this up to an 8.
Holy cow!
I feel strongly about Twilight Princess in that it was a magical experience.
Okay.
Make it an 8.
Make it an 8.
Make it an 8. Wow. I don't know why. I was saving that, but I felt real strong right there.
So heart piece.
Heart piece.
Nostalgia. I love playing this game. Going back and playing it.
Same.
It's very fun, especially if you know it. Once you know what you're doing, you get to enjoy. You get to notice all the little things that like they add in to just make it just so much better. I've always enjoyed watching people play it. The community's still huge in it, which is really surprising. Like a lot of people still enjoy it. A lot of people really give a lot of crap to it. But that actually got moved over to Skyward Sword, which was really unfortunate. But I really like this game because the story's always something you can go back to and be like, what was a very, very good story that was told? And this one always brings me back to like, wow, I love this game. Like, I love playing this game. The combat was fun. Like, we'll go into fighting. Like, a lot of stuff was really just fun and enjoyable.
When I think back on Twilight Princess, I think of a lot of good times, and despite me not honestly feeling strongly about the world, I like the sounds and visuals of Twilight Princess are very I don't have to put on my nostalgia goggles because they just fall onto my face.
Yeah, no, it's just all there. I know a lot of people are critical of it, but I very much love. Anytime someone says Twilight Princess and I love it, I'm like, oh, thank you. Just hug me.
I'm an 8.
I'm gonna give it a nice 9.
A nice 9.
An 8.
Let's talk about fighting.
I like fighting.
We got sword moves.
We got real good sword moves because it's just
the hero spirit.
You get taught cool new things, and they were just like, oh, let's take this concept that we did in Zelda 2 and bring it over here. Stab. Do some cool things. The boss fights were so fun.
And the items are well utilized in those boss fights.
All of them are just used super.
Except for Virus. He kind of sucks.
Regardless, I think the game is very heavily, carried on its fighting because if the fighting didn't work well, boy, would fighting Ganon suck.
Yeah, no, all 4 phases of Ganon. Oh my god, fighting because of the Ganon Gauntlet is so good.
Yeah, you feel you just feel so good, and every time you kill something in the game, especially just killing any boss, you're like, yes, you get that sense of
Morpheal also sucks.
Yeah. This is true. But I very much enjoyed just everything with fighting. Ganon really just carries this really high. Even Zant, I liked fighting Zant because he was just so wacky and goofy.
And you have to recall, so, you know how in that fight, they chose the fight against large Goron man that used the iron boots to throw him off.
Yeah.
The mid boss in the Goron mines.
Mm-hmm.
That was better than them trying to do a recall of Fyrus, which tells you about Fyrus.
Yeah.
And, but those fights were really fun. Like
yeah.
I
never felt like, especially even with the first boss where you just gotta like hit his butt, you gotta knock him off.
Diababa.
Yeah, you roll into a pillar. It's like, what other fights like use rolling ever? Like you have to do stuff just.
Oh no, you're talking about Ook.
Yeah, Ook. Yeah,
yeah.
Like I had so much fun. Like, even though it was so frustrating, I was like, God, I hate this. And I was like, but what a cool mechanic that you had to do to fight. And I know I'm like really nostalgia tripping, but the biggest thing for me that holds this whole thing together is learning new fighting stances and things like that in Ganon. Because boy, were those the most epic things of that game.
Man, Ganon really pushes it up.
Yeah.
Man, Ganon really pushes it up. Ganon really pushes it up, dude.
I'm being very generous. Like, and not putting super nostalgia on it.
I was close to a 9. I was real close to a 9, but I'm going to keep it
Yeah,
in.
no, I almost gave it a 9. And that's why I was just like, there are some bad things. I can't say it's flawless, but boy, does everything just feel good when you're fighting bosses. Like, oh.
The Mortal Draw. What kind of move is that?
Items. I like the items.
The item... Okay, we got Spinner. We got Ball and Chain.
He's so strong. He got so strong to pick up that ball.
Dominion Rod, even in Temple of Time, is really fun. It's kind of underused afterwards. But in Temple of Time, Dominion Rod... By the way, I know we're going to get into dungeon in a second. People are very critical of Temple of Time. I love that dungeon. Yeah. But anyways...
double hook shot.
Double claw shot.
Holy cow.
Wow, how do we not rate the items?
Yeah, no, this is like some of the best items and the best way they're used. Like, it's just...
And you have a wolf transformation.
And you transform into wolf.
We haven't talked about that, really.
You transform into something that can just beat up stuff really well. It's very strong.
And it's like a discovery mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. All the items are just really good and utilized really
You're right, dude. You're not wrong.
Man, being a wolf is so cool. Being a wolf is sick. It's the... Yeah.
10. Double 10, dude.
Yeah, you just can't...
I can't deny how cool the weapons are.
Once it's like, oh, claw shot, sick.
Claw
once
shot,
you got the double, like,
holy
cow.
And the bow's still good, and it
yeah.
bow and arrows, and the Hawkeye, even the bow is sick.
Yeah. Alright, dungeons. I like the dungeons. There are some very moments where you're very...
I'm not a huge fan of Lake Bed.
Yeah, no, Lake Bed, boy, does Arbor Ground suck sometimes.
I love Arbor's Ground.
I love Arbor Ground.
I think Arbor's Ground is one of the top 10 Zelda dungeons.
I hate getting there.
Oh, getting there is kind of...
Yeah, and that's like, I kind of push that in because when you're doing that, like, getting there... Because once you get there, you're like, oh, let's go. And then I kind of, like, with my playthrough, I was just like, alright, let's just keep going. And it got better, but it wasn't like a drag, but boy, getting there actually sucked.
Forest Temple's okay.
Yeah.
Goron Cave's also okay.
Yeah.
Mines.
It has, the thing is, like, it has a lot of memorable dungeons. Like, you're just gonna, okay, cool.
Temple of Time.
Temple of Time's really good. Some of the best dungeons we've seen, but also, like, it does have just very average. Like,
it's okay.
Yeah, like,
things are right. Like
the items and fighting really kind of carry how the dungeons are.
Yeah, but I feel like the score of the dungeons might be impacted a little bit just because we've already put the points from where they would normally go into here because this is where the power is in the game.
Yeah.
The dungeons just kind of...
And even the story, going to the dungeons, like, because you meet some really cool people and do some really cool, like, things to get to the dungeons.
The Uku.
Yeah.
The Uku.
And so you just...
With Temple or Sky.
Yeah.
City Sky. Palace of Twilight... Also, I wanted to mention that in World, but because it is a dungeon,
yeah.
I really like Palace of Twilight, even though it is... You're right, it's all average. Hyrule Castle's so boring.
Oh, it sucks.
I know they wanted to be kind of cool with the mystery. It just makes me bored.
Yeah, it's very, very average. Like, it's above average, because it gets carried really hard by these two. And even story, like, this right here gets super duper carried.
I'm happy with a 6 as well, just because there are some really banger dungeons, especially Arbiters, but a lot of it is a drag.
Yeah.
I feel Goron Mines, like, everything's okay, everything's average. So if it was all average is 5, I'm bumping up a 6 because I think there's some good moments. Another gimmick.
Gimmick is wolf.
The gimmick is the wolf.
It throws you right... so it doesn't throw you into it immediately. So you learn how to, like... the game teaches you and handholds you, like, other important things.
It teaches you swordplay.
Swordplay,
slingshot.
how to ride on a horse. Which is... I thought, like, riding on a horse, when they tell you how to do that correctly, I was like, boy, does that work really well. I like doing that. But turning into wolf was so cool. I wish we had another, like styles of transformations.
Because we had a Link to the Past where you turn into the bunny.
Yeah. It's just... You never felt at a disadvantage in your transformation.
I don't know about that.
Like, in combat, I never felt like I was just like...
I mean, usually because they put you up, like, when you're forced into wolf mode, you're facing up against Shadow Beast exclusively.
Yeah. I just never felt like I was handicapped by having to play as wolf.
I did hate how long it took you to get the... Because it's only... You have to wait until you get Master Sword.
Correct.
To get the stone.
To be able to transform to and from. Which really does suck.
If the game was restructured, like, it had to require, like, the story restructuring with how, like, the Twilight was involved to like have Link be able to transform more willingly early. I think there could be some interesting stuff there. I think they could have created more puzzles based on that. But by kind of like funneling you into these sections as a wolf, it brought down the wolf opinion, because I felt like it was limiting me. Like I felt like I was being funneled down. The experience was being funneled into, oh, you have to find some light spirits, and your only attack is woof.
This is true. As far as, like, all the other games, like, from the other games, I think it's, like, one of the better ones that they executed pretty well. Just on, like, your same character, but you're completely different overall. I like movement as Wolf, which was really fun. I like finding secrets and digging and, like, going under houses and stuff like that.
That's cool. That's cool.
But no, if this was the standard or the Wii version, I would be very harsh on the mechanics of using the motion controls. But since this is HD and we're stuck on two, like, controllers, you say 6? Really? I mean, I love Wolf, but I know a lot of people don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very good. Wolf holds it up, but you did kind of bring me down on, like, you are very stuck with Wolf.
Yeah, I still thought it was good, though. I thought it was beyond the 5, where the average.
It's just a little less.
Okay.
And I'm also, like, I've not played this version, so this is very... I can't say off...
There's a button to transform.
That's the biggest thing. Also, amiibo. Crap.
Oh, amiibo! Cave of Shadows.
It goes up.
It goes down! I don't like Wolfling.
I love Wolfling. I like getting gear, or, like, hearts and stuff like that. Ganondorf's cool.
Whoa! Whoa! What number is that? That's a 5 with a side of 3. All right, we gotta do some math.
Quick math.
136.
Jesus. 136. All right, heart. This is easy. Boom. I love Midna. I love. I also love how.
You're in 2?
I love how Zelda just feels so useless because she is. She can't do anything, and she tried to defend and just failed. Like, Zant overpowered, and that just makes the story so good for me.
So, for Midna and Zelda's uselessness.
Yeah.
That puts it at 156.
Hi, Zelda community. How much do you hate us right now?
Man, so here's the thing. We're not trying to think about the other games at all when we're doing this, because we don't even remember where we scored them.
Yeah, no, half the time, but boy.
Well, okay. This is only... our game's 146. This is 156.
Yeah.
So it's not too...
Yeah. We still have...
We have some stuff,
We still got some big games left.
Leave some comments down below, sending us your love and appreciation for the process.
I know you, and let me know if you what you disagree on.
Maybe, and I'm hoping through this, because I'm learning things about how I view things. Honestly, as
I know the items you were like, holy cow.
Yeah, so maybe you all can have learned some new appreciation for Zelda as well. I need to pick one, or did you pick one last time?
I picked TP this time.
Okay. Of course, you felt the TP.
It's gonna be Wind Waker.
I hope not. I hope it's the Venture Link. I want to get that done with. A Link Between Worlds.
This might be the best Zelda game. This really might be. Holy cow. Thanks again. Be sure to check out all the other videos on the channel. Subscribe, like, comment, pop that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Alright, we need to go get some drinks or something.
You are absolutely correct. My butt.
I am surprised you gave that a 10.
The items?
Yeah.